Ashwagandha. TikTok calls it nature's Xanax, a natty testosterone cycle, and my personal favorite, Sigma in a bottle. But here's the reality. There's solid science for stress support, and a few sketchy safety twists hiding in the leaves. Literally. Today, we're separating the root of truth from the leaf of lies.
If you're carrying extra in the midsection, take ashwagandha.
Your eyes are so beautiful.
Your eyes are so far from each other.
What?
Are you sleep deprived?
The ashwagandha, I have no edge anymore. I'm not short-tempered. I'm always too calm and collected.
That's another good thing, bro.
You want like a horse or a horse with 500 horsepower?
Shout out to Persona Slates for recommending the topic. I'm always interested in hearing from viewers what you'd like me to talk about. Funny enough, this is the first topic I've done where before I even filmed this video, I ordered a bottle so I can start taking it regularly. I sold myself, you might say. Kind of like an OF model. By the way, if you would not mind, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Now, before we set sail on the sea of hype, let's meet the plant behind it all. And before we do that, let me introduce myself. Hey there, friends. I'm Jake, and this is Bottom Line, where we cut through the supplement noise with some actual science, a little humor, and some hard-earned industry experience. I've been in the supplement industry on the brand side and on the manufacturing side for over a decade. I also do consulting, so if you're a brand looking for help with formulas, strategy, or just avoiding dumb mistakes, check out the link in the description to book a call with me. Would love to chat. Without further ado, Ashwagandha, scientific name Withania somnifera, is an adaptogen, which is a fancy way of saying it helps the bottle handle stress. So considering the last 5 years of dumpster fire world history, you can understand why it's gotten so popular. But it's not new. Interestingly enough, it's been used in Ayurvedic medicine for over 3,000 years to promote resilience, energy, and calm. Those ancient Indians were onto something. Modern supplement companies discovered this ancient herb and said, great history lesson. Let's turn it into gummies and sell it as the ultimate Sigma upgrade. Go f*** yourself, Marcus Aurelius. This is way easier than reading meditations.
Ashwagandha for getting bigger up here and as well as down there, okay?
Man, all I'm gonna say is if you wanna start pulling in the summer, get rid of this and start taking these instead.
The part of the plant used in virtually all traditional medicine is the root. But here's where things start to get messy, because some modern products sneak in some leaf extract for higher lab numbers or cheaper sourcing. And that's where most of the safety concerns live. More on that liver plot twist later.
But I don't want to. I had a meeting at the Pentagon with lots of generals. They were like from a movie. Better looking than Tom Cruise and stronger.
Here's where ashwagandha actually earns its hype. Multiple human clinical trials, like real double-blind placebo studies, show it can lower cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and reduce perceived stress and anxiety. We're not talking monk-level enlightenment, but enough of a dip in stress hormones that you might finally unclench your jaw, and maybe you're out. Lower cortisol doesn't just feel better. It can actually indirectly help performance and muscle gain. Chill people get more jacked than stress goblins. That's a real thing.
I take ashwagandha. I have no emotion. I feel nothing.
Okay. Bye.
Most of these trials used around 600 milligrams a day of a standardized root extract, usually either KSM 66 or Sensoril, which are specialized trademarked versions of the ingredient, taken for somewhere between 8 to 12 weeks. Lower cortisol is the star, with study participants consistently reporting anxiety relief, calmer mood, and sleep improvements tagging along as well. That special combo is what may set up the small performance bumps you'll hear about next. Translation? It can help you chill the f*** out. Not quit your job and move to Bali chill, more like the kind of calm where you can survive a Monday staff meeting without plotting an accidental fire alarm. Let's talk testosterone and the gym bro dream. And guess what? There's a new 2025 study on this stuff. Bad news? It basically says if you're taking ashwagandha to crank your test to 11 million, it won't. But here's the good news. Lower cortisol and a small bump to testosterone can still improve your performance. This narrative review shows that most of the meaningful bumps in testosterone show up in stressed or infertile men, not consistently in healthy, resistance-trained guys. Side note, 80% of the data comes from men, so that's why I'm phrasing it that way. The real consistent signal is cortisol reduction over 8 to 12 weeks at around 600 milligrams a day. If we think that through, that stress drop may be why studies report modest gains in lean mass, a couple of pounds over a training block, 1 rep max strength, roughly half to 2/3 the effect you'd expect from creatine, so not bad. VO2 max, often 3 to 5 data points improvement, surprisingly solid for a pill, and perceived recovery, 10 to 20% better on scales, less soreness. Mechanisms? Think better recovery, less fight or flight, sand in the gears, and maybe some anti-inflammatory effects. So no, it's not a natural steroid cycle. It's more like performance lube for a stressed nervous system. Or baby oil, if your pee did. Lifting, adequate protein intake, and sleep still do the heavy lifting. Ashwagandha just sands down the stress edges so you can string together more good sessions. Some other nice benefits seen in the study: glucose and lipids, small favorable shifts, just not drug level, inflammation markers trending down, cognition and aging, early hints at maybe, and appetite. Unclear overall, but may help stress eaters specifically. Dosing and quality. Typically 600 milligrams a day of root extract. The extracts you typically see in the trials are KSM 66 and Sensoril. And a note, when you're picking your ashwagandha supplement, make sure you stick to root-only, standardized extracts with disclosed withanolides. And as always, make sure it's third-party tested. Okay, important safety detour. In traditional use and most clinical trials, it's the root of the ashwagandha plant that's used. Modern brands will sometimes sneak in leaf or aerial parts to goose the lab numbers or cut costs. So if you've heard about ashwagandha being dangerous, that's where most of the safety noise lives. The risk is really low relative to how many people take this stuff, but it's not non-zero. Quick caution speed round. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, skip. Autoimmune or thyroid issues? Talk to your doctor first. There are case reports of thyroid shifts. On sedatives or strong sleep meds, it can make you drowsier. History of liver problems or heavy alcohol use? Make sure you stick to root-only, reputable brands, or just pass. And that's kind of the big takeaway here. When in doubt, just stick to root-only, third-party tested, with clear standardization. All right, shopping time. Here's how you avoid mystery leaf liver roulette and actually get what the studies used. Look for these 4 things on the label. Number 1, root only. Literally the word root or root extract. No aerial parts. No whole plant. No proprietary blend. Number 2, standardization. Something like 5% withanolides or similar. That's how you know it's been tested for active compounds. Number 3, branded extract. Names like KSM 66 or Sensoril are the ones most trials used. Number 4, third-party testing. NSF, USP, informed choice, or a transparent COA, which means certificate of analysis, from an ISO accredited lab. If the label just says ashwagandha 600 milligrams with no plant part listed, no standardization listed, and a font that screams low-budget energy drink, hard no. Unsponsored recommendation: solid root-only picks include Now KSM 66, NutraBio Ashwagandha KSM 66, and Thorne's Stress B Complex with Sensoril. All of these products disclose their extracts and testing. Get the good stuff, dose it like the studies, around 600 milligrams a day, and you're getting the version of ashwagandha that actually does something, not the proprietary shrub complex your sketchy neighbor sells on their replicated site. So here's the bottom line. Ashwagandha is not magic, but it is a legit stress buffer with some bonus perks. You can reasonably expect lower cortisol, a calmer mood, slightly better recovery, and maybe a small assist with strength or endurance. Don't expect fat melting, sky-high testosterone, or instant Greek god biceps. Ashwagandha. Great for calming the chaos and squeezing out a few extra reps. Unfortunately, not the super soldier serum that TikTok promised. And if you're still here watching this, just know that I love you. I cannot adequately tell you how grateful I am that you're giving your attention to some random dude on the internet with a small new channel who's trying to chase their dreams. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thanks for checking out Bottom Line. I'll see you next time.